All right, welcome back, everybody. Going to do a little more of The Long Way Home by Joe Carter. We are a couple of changes. Joe made a couple of changes in the charts. I put a color in the 12 a.m. block because I have a bad habit of forgetting things, and one of those is adjusting the date when I pass that. So a little visual reminder for me besides the bold outline. And I think we're ready to go. We were landed in New Caledonia, and we're getting ready to take off. I'm going to set the time for. Oh, we didn't cross 12 o'clock. Well, we're going to cross it now because I'm going to leave at 6 a.m. in the morning. Um, so it will now be the 17th of December. We will go ahead and take off, which is chart B1. Get my chart sized up here so I can do things correctly. Port City weather check. Roll one times before takeoff. D10. 4. We were at good. So we're going to subtract 1, which is 3. Add 1 for day. No, we're still on night. Subtract 2, so that's 2. So it's going to be good weather. And we're going to take off. Roll on a D10. 1. We take off fine. And we will go to C. Um, C1. Time zone management movement in time advance. Move clipper to the next travel zone on the map. We will go into 3. And then we're going to advance time 3 hours. We go from 6 to 7, 1, 2, 3 to 9 a.m. And if the clipper just took off from a port city orange travel zone, aircraft starts out at low altitude level on table C3. So we're going to pull this back over here, low altitude, and we're going to go to table C3. Oh, we don't do a random event? Yeah, I guess because we just took off. Weather check 3 times. So first one's going to be for low, and we're going to be in daylight now, and we're good weather previously, so it's -1 +1 0. 4, we're going to be good there. We're going to go to medium altitude. We're going to roll +1 for day. 2, 3, so it's going to be good there too. And then for high altitude, 9, that's going to be poor. So we will go ahead and put that poor. Actually, bad. What am I saying? Poor 4. We got to add 1 for daylight. So it's bad. We don't want anything to do with high yet. So that's our takeoff. We go to altitude level change. The SOP says we can do this up to 3 times a turn. So we're going to go up to medium altitude. Um, and we're going to burn a fuel doing that. Pardon me, there was my mandatory recording sneeze. I don't know what is up with that. I never sneeze until I come to record. Um, okay, we don't have to roll for headwind or tailwind until we get to cruise altitude level, so we're going to just move up to medium. And making sure I do everything correctly here. Okay, go to C5. We're checking for a reverse course. C6. Uh oh. Uh oh. Both are tailwind. Both are tailwind. I'm going to pause this real quick. Gotta let Joe. All right, that was my fault. Somehow I managed to get two of them in there that said headwind check. I mean, tailwind check. So no need to contact Joe on that. Just real quick fix my Vassal module. I'm not quite sure what I did on that one. So anyway, we're going to check for headwind on the forward course. And we're going to be daytime +1. And we're going to be in medium attitude, so we're only going to add one. So we're going to have no headwind. Which is good. No tailwind to check. Fuel burn. So we're in medium altitude. We're going to subtract three fuel boxes, and that's it because we don't have a headwind. So that's good. Three fuel boxes. Three. Okay. And we're going to check the engines. 78. All engines are okay. Go to C9. Navigation 1D10. We are in a RDF location. So we're going to subtract 3. We are going to subtract 2 more. That'll be -5, -6 for day. And add 2 for purple, so -4. 9, 5, barely on course thanks to all of our modifiers. So we're on course. That's good. Go to table C10, C11. Okay, we're not in those hexes or boxes, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about a mountain collision because we're in purple over the ocean. And so we're going to go to C1. We're going to move to 4. Going to advance 3 to 12 o'clock noon. We are going to check for a random event. 11. No random event. We're going to check for weather for each zone. Low first. We're going to be adding and subtracting 1. So we're going to be rolling straight up 10. 5. Good weather. Medium altitude. Same thing. 4. Good. Same. And for high altitude, we're going to roll for 3. And we should be on lean mix, by the way. So 1, 2 for bad weather, 1 for day, +3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll go down to poor weather. All right. So then we check altitude level change. I'm going to stay at medium. Not take any chances. Yeah, I'm going to stay at medium. Nice pop-ups. So we're not going to bother with any of this. So we'll check for a headwind then. And we are at medium +1. 5, 6. Yes, we're going to get a headwind. All right, cruise altitude, tailwind, no. C7, fuel burn. We're going to -3 for being at medium. And we're going to add 1 more for being against a headwind. So we're going to subtract a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And we're going to check our engines. 64, all engines are okay. Go to C9, navigation, roll a D10. 10 minus 3 for RDF. Yes, we do. That's 7. Good weather goes down to 5. Minus 1 for day, go down to 4. Plus 2 for purple goes up to 6. Off course, lose a fuel, and we advance an hour. All right. So then we go back to C1 because there's no mountains or our enemy. C1, we're going to move the clipper to the next zone, which is going to be orange. Gladstone. Gladstone. Um, really don't know if I want to land there or not. It's not marked as an RDF. Yeah, we'll just keep going on. We got fuel and I don't want to stop. I don't want to waste hours. I want to keep moving. We can definitely make it to Darwin. And then we'll stop at Darwin because that'll be where we start entering the enemy area. So we moved into there. We add 3 hours? No, we need to add 3 hours to 4 p.m. We're going to check a random event. 27, no random event. Going to check the weather 3 times. I'll roll first. Straight up 4, good weather there. Medium, straight up roll 6, good weather there. High 1 for day, 2 for poor, adding 2. 7, 8, 9, still poor weather. Go to C4, altitude level change. I think I'm going to continue at medium. I'll check for a headwind. +1 for day. 7, 8, yes, we get another headwind. Cruise altitude tailwind, no. Altitude fuel burn -3, and then -1 for the headwind. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Engine check. 77. All engines are okay. Navigation check. 1D10. 7. It's not RDF, so we're down. Still at 7. We're going to go down to 5, 4, and that's it. So we're on course. No extra stuff. We're going to go back to C1. We're going to move to the next zone, which is a brown zone and an RDF. We're over desert now. Now we got to watch the charts closer. And we're going to move 1, 2, 3. 7 p.m. We're now at night. Random event 18. No random event. Weather check 3 times. We're going to subtract 2 for brown, subtract 1 for night, subtract 1 for good, so that's -4. So -4 for low, that's 6 good. -4 for medium, that's 0, that's good. And for high, -2, -1 is -3, and it was poor, so that's going to be -2. 2, so it's going to be good weather in all altitudes. And I think I'll stay medium. Um, we're going to go straight to a headwind check. -1 at night. So we're subtracting 1. 2. No headwind. Very nice. All right. So then we're going to go to fuel burn. So we're just going to subtract a 3 for medium. Go down to 8. I want to try to burn this tank out so when we land we just purchase auto fuel and we don't have a mix. Actually, it might not be a bad idea to have mix. Mix is better than Mix is better than auto. Yeah, we're gonna have to start using some of this other one then. We want to go to mix. We want to keep it either mix or we want to keep it AV. So yeah, we better start using the other tank. Engine check duty 10, 880. All engines are okay. All right. 9 nav check 10, 6. Gonna be 3 for RDF functional. 1 for good weather below us and above us. Plus 1 is 2. So we have no, no penalty. We're on course. No enemy aircraft to check. We do, however, have to check while at low altitude only, so we don't have to worry about mountains. So we're back to C1. C1. We're going to move to the next zone, which is 6, another brown desert. We are going to move this 3, 1. Oops, I went the wrong way again. No, we just went to night. 1, 2, 3, 10 p.m. I don't mind flying at night. Flying at night seems to be better. I have to remember that. Start taking off around 6. Um, Go to C2, random event. 93. We have a random event. Go to E1. Roll 1d10. 6. Low pressure weather system encountered. Poor weather in each travel zone until landing at next port city. Do not roll on table C2. So it's going to be poor. Okay, so we're going to put the low pressure zone up here in the random events. And we're going to have poor weather. And we do not roll until we land in a port now, correct? Poor weather needs to do not roll on table C2. Okay, okay, C2. All right, C2 is the random event, so I guess we don't get a random event again. I wonder if that's do not roll on C3. Yeah, I think that's a typo. Maybe I'll message Jill now. Let me pause this real quick. Message Jill, and I think that's supposed to say C3 because you're supposed to be able to disregard if that low pressure or storm system shows up. So you're now stuck with whatever weather you got. You're not rolling on C3. Let me double check that. I'll get right back. All right, sent Jill off a quick note on that. We're going to play it as not rolling for weather. I'm pretty sure we're still rolling for random events, not weather. That's what we play test for. All right. So random event is done. We don't roll for weather now because everything's going to be poor. We're going to go altitude level. And this point, we're going to stay medium. Headwind check. We're at medium. -1. 6, 5. No headwind, which is good. And actually, we should put a yes down here on the RDF. As long as we have the RDF in. Oh, actually, there is no RDF right now. So there's no RDF in that one. Okay. No headwind. Go to C7. Fuel burn. We're at medium -3. No headwind, so we're just going to lose those 3, and we're going to use them out of here this time. Engine check, 63. All engines are okay. Nav check, 7. We are not in an RDF zone, so that stays 7. We are not good weather. It goes to 8. Plus times it's 10. We're off course. Yeah, we're going to be off course. Okay, we're going to add an hour, and we're going to lose a fuel. All right, and we're at medium altitude, so we're not going to have to check either one of those. Okay, so travel zone movement. We moved to the next one, which is again an RDF zone. We only had that one that's not RDF. This is a blue coastline. We're going to advance timer 1, 2, 3 hours. And we go another day. All right. I think I did all that right. Sometimes they get messed up and go to the wrong hex. All right. C2 random event. O2 no random event. We don't roll in weather because we're stuck here till we land in another port. Altitude level change. We're just going to stay where we're at. Headwind check. Night -1. 3, no headwind again. That's good. So we're only going to use the 3 fuel boxes. All right. We're going to check the engines. 25. All engines are okay. Navigation. 5. We are in an RDF. That's 2. 3. 4, 5. We're all right on course. We're not going to collide with anything, so we then go to C1, travel movement and time zone, time again. So we're going to go down to 5 a.m. We're going to roll for random event, 64. No random event. We don't have to roll weather. Altitude level. We're staying where we're at. We're actually going to try to land. Headwind 3. No headwind again. Fuel burn is -3. Let's use that up here this time. I don't want to completely use a tank because we won't get mixed then. Engine check. 99. Engine trouble occurs. A. Roll 1 die 4, and I did put that in there. 3. Engine 3 affected. B or C. If engine undamaged, roll 1 die 10. 6. Engine fails and becomes inoperative. That was engine 3. I think I have that. It damaged inoperative. Engine 3. There we go. Inoperative. I don't think we can repair that. We'll just put inoperative. All right. If engine already damaged, so we don't have to worry about that. We just now got damaged, so that was a problem. If one engine inoperative, Clipper may only fly at medium or low altitude, so we're fine with that. Okay. So then we go to C9 and we roll navigation, and we are in an RDF. Oh, you know what? I forgot to move us. We're in Darwin actually. 5. There's no RDF there. 6, 7, 8. We're going to use another fuel up, and we're going to use another time up. 6 a.m. Um, Aircraft, mountain collision. I know we can land. I think we just land here. Altitude level. I've done this before. All of a sudden I forget. Hmm. Oh, you know where it is. When we hit C9, well, right here we can land. We burn the extra stuff. Now we go to D1. D1 is Port City check weather, and it's going to be poor. D2 landing. 1D10. 6. We land okay. No problems. Go to D3 or D4. Fuel availability and Clipper refueling. This is the big one because we got to refuel. 1D10. 5. And we are in Darwin. None of those apply. So 5 is automotive fuel available only. $25 for a fuel box. We don't have any fuel leaks. B. Remaining the fuel becomes mixed. So we're going to flip both of these to mixed. All right, and now we're going to fill up. So it's $25 per fuel box. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to go full there, make it 20. 20 will put us there. 20 at 25 is 500. And we will play that delete. That takes them to full and him to where I just moved us, and we're mixed. And then we need 6 more 25, which is 125. I mean, not 125, 150. So we get rid of 150. Okay. And then we're full. Okay, now we go to D4, repairs. We have an engine that needs repair. Inoperative. $0. Star, star, star. One spare part unit must be available to perform repairs. Clipper crew performs repairs himself at no cost. We have an engine parts, so we can do that. Repair times 24 hours. Inoperative 48 hours. So we're going to have to use that, and we're going to go complete 2 days, and the crew cannot work or do anything. So that's where we're at right there. We can get rid of our inoperative now. We fixed our engine. Um, at least it didn't cost us anything, but we weren't able to work or anything. So I think I might just call this a video, and we're going to hit enemy territory next, and that's a long haul. We might stop in Indonesia. I hate stopping there though. I'd like to see if I can make it all the way to there, but with this game I'm fast learning that you really don't want to run out of fuel. And there's no RDFs here, so we could very easily get lost. So yeah, I'm gonna think about that one. We didn't start up in Gladstone. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd be stretching it because we're getting awful close to out of fuel. Yeah, I think we're going to land in Indonesia next time. See how long this video is so far. 30 minutes. That's where I like to keep them. Keep them short. Yeah, we'll fly to Indonesia tomorrow. And I'm going to go ahead right away and move us to 6 p.m. because I like to actually because we're going to stay there. Let me double check that. Repairs are done right here. That was 48 hours. So we could go to work. I'm not going to do any of that. We can work. Crew may gamble or may take jobs in a British or Dutch shipping company as dock workers from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. We will do that. The entire crew for the day is $100 per day. So we're going to stay there to take off anyway. So I'm going to do that. The crew's going to work for those 12 hours. We're going to get an extra $100, and then we're all ready to take off for Indonesia in the next game video. So okay, I think that'll work. That advances the time. I think I did everything correctly. And thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you like the game, the flow of it, just mention it on my page. Mention it to Joe on Facebook. I know it really helps. Um, I like it as a challenge. It's management, luck, choices, consequences, and we're getting ready to hit a lot more because we're getting ready to hit Japanese territory here, which is probably the hard part of the whole campaign right there. And that's what we hit next. So that'll probably be a 2 video stint right there. We'll probably hit Indonesia, and then we'll probably go from there to Ceylon. So we'll call it a day on that one. Thanks again for joining me. And this is again The Long Way Home from Joe Carter. You all have a great night.